complex. From simple to complex. Now, if you look at this first tray, let me also tell you that every material must be on a tray. There must be a tray for every material. And the colors of your tray, what do you see in the colors of this tray and their design that is similar to something I mentioned to you earlier? Is there anything? They are natural colors and they don't have designs. They are natural colors and they don't have design. So now, the first one we have is transfer from bowl to bowl. The same bowl. From the same bowl. So it could be transferred from left to right or right to left, depending on the child's dominant hand. So it's not wrong if a child is a left-handed child and then you do this. But you know that in Nigeria we write from left to right. So most of the things in Montessori must start from left to right, because we write from left to right. You understand? We also drive on the left. We are not a country that goes from right to left. So the first stage must be transfer from bowl to bowl, the same bowl. Now the second is also transfer from bowl to bowl, but you see the two different types of bowl. Yes. See that the bowls are not similar. Yes. The color might be similar, but the shapes are not similar. So the child will also observe that it is two different types of bowl. Now the second one is transfer from one bowl to two different bowls. Size is different. There's a difference in size. And then we go to the next one. I'm coming. Can you move this back for me? There are some of my bowls that are not here, that have measuring gauges. Keep them away from me. Packing is what caused this one. Okay, sorry, I've seen it. Now, I told you I intentionally did not arrange them so that I can use it as a teaching time for you people. Okay. Now, if you look at this bowl, we have done transfer from bowl to bowl, transfer into two different bowls, transfer from a bowl to two different types of bowls. Now, this is transfer from a bowl to a measuring bowl using a measuring gauge. Somebody broke one of these plates. This measuring one was 3. These are measuring bowls. So it makes it more complex for the child, because the child must be observant of the gauge. That whatever the child is measuring must not go beyond that gauge and beyond this gauge. You see now that it's getting more complex. Yes. It's getting more complex. Now this is transfer of grain. This is transfer of grain. We will now move to transfer of liquid. Now, when we are talking about transfer of liquid, we are also looking at measuring gauges. They are measuring gauges. Don't let it pass 5 cl. Don't let it pass 100 ml. You see? So we have measuring gauges on the transfer of liquid. And the jugs must be the same. Must be the same.
Mommy, are you using this?
No. No, I'll still use it. We'll let it go. Now we also have transfer of liquid that has to do with making a tea set. Making a tea set. A child making his or her tea, and then you have the milk and everything. You understand? So we also have that. We have another set of transfer of liquid.
Jug.
No, there is jug. There is one. There are two big mouth mugs I'm looking for. Now this is what we call the big mouth. This big, like a bird's mouth, big mouth. So we have this big mouth jugs that when the child is trying to transfer from it, the mouth of the beaks must touch. They must touch so that there will be no spillage. You see, so that there will be no spillage. And every time you give a child a transfer activity to do, once it's liquid, you must always have this in the tray. This must be part of the tray, so that in case the child spills, they'll be able to mop it up. You understand? This must always be in the tray. So we have this. So it continues like this because we are following a sequence. We are following a sequence. And then we go to transfer into small objects. I'm supposed to have a napkin here. Where did you take this napkin to? Huh? Boys, eh? Okay, now we have this. And then we're going to have totes. These are called tote cups. Tote cups. So we have tote cups. This is another very complex activity for the child. That when you not tell the child to transfer. Hey, don't worry. Just stay calm. Don't worry. You now tell the child to transfer into the tote cups. I'm looking for the mug of tote cup. There is a mug for the tote cup. Shey, these children have not broken my picture like this. There is a mug for this tote cup. Is Mr. Light on there? Yes.
Amen.
There is a colored mug for this tote cup.
Yes.
I can't find it.
Okay.
Yesterday that they helped me to pack things here.
Something that I even saw some this thing that was broken. Anyway.
One of my picture, Olatunde broke one of my picture. This can serve. This can also serve this to transfer into the pictures. You understand? So you make it complex, and then we come to transfer of grain. Sorry, please, can you look at it? Thank you.
Yes, she hopes that the noise will stop the video.
So we have transfer of grain. We have transfer of grain. That is, we have done transfer using this.
Yes.
Using spoons. Transfer of liquid. We are not coming to transfer of grain from this to this. You are still going to do the activity. I'm just showing you how to set up. You have the transfer of grain from one job to another. You also have, that is here. You have to have transfer of grain, another transfer of grain from this. Let me use this. Let me use this. You people are giving me work to do. I've set up this place before. The what? The funnel is between. So transfer of grain with funnel. Do you understand?
Yes.
That the child has to use a funnel to transfer it. You understand?
Liquid or grain?
It's grain. It's grain. It could be liquid, it could be grain, whichever one, but the child has to use the funnel to transfer. Now we go to using the turkey bastard. This is what we call the turkey bastard in Montessori. This is called the turkey bastard. This is called the turkey bastard. So we use it to try to suck liquid and transfer it into another bowl. That's called the turkey bastard. Yes, turkey bastard.
Turkey bastard.
Turkey bastard. BASTAR. So we can have these two bowls of the turkey bastard. And then we go to another one. This is another material you can also use to do transfer. To make it complex for the child, you tell them to do it according to colors. You know that these ones are not colors. These ones just have design. These ones are colors. They are colorful ones. So you can tell them to transfer according to color. Fill up the red one, fill up the blue one. See that. Then we have the mortar, the crusher or the mortar. You can crush things. You can tell them to crush things like maybe granules, like peanuts, something that is not too hard. You can't tell them to crush stones, but you can tell them to crush something like egusi, like granules, like peanuts, like they are sweet. Crush something. It's just to help their focus and their pencil grip, their hold, so that their hold can be stronger. And then we have this one. I hope every one of you almost know this one, the pegging. You can tell them to do pegging around the bowl. You can tell them to peg according to colors. You can tell them to peg according to shape. Then there is this, the padlock. How to open the padlock is a very crucial activity in practical life. How to lock and open a padlock. That's also there. You can use different types of padlock, different designs of padlock to make it interesting and complex for them. Then we have the tea sets. We have the tea sets. Coming. You have this. You have the teacup. You have the mug. You have the milk bowl. What else is there that is not the milk bowl? I think this is all for the tea sets. It's only sugar sets that is supposed to be there. Maybe people are not eating sugar again now. Everybody is running from sugar. So I'm using this opportunity to arrange the practical life shelf so you can see. We have this. We also have this on the practical life shelf. The cutting But chopping board. Yes, thank you. Chopping board. This is another transfer. This was it. Let me take this thing out. Just take it out. Put it outside. I'll come and clean it. Attracting your ants. Then we have different types of cups to make it complex. These are the basic ones I've shown you. Personally, I have different type of cups to make it complex. Like this is another type of cup to make it complex for the child. This one, at times, I can tell them to use it with a Fawaz. Don't bring it inside. Leave it in the car. No, leave it in the car. Is it everything you brought? 3. Leave it in the car. So I can tell them to put funnel and or I can tell them to put sieve. There is sieve. I can tell them to put sieve to use it to transfer. This is a more complex one, telling them to use sieve and making sure they cover whatever they sieve. I can tell them to squeeze leaves, bring down the water and use sieve, like a scent leaf, like a bitter leaf or something. I can tell them to do that. These are stackers. These are called stackers. This activity is for, let me bring it out. This activity is actually for children who have special needs to build their focus and concentration. So we use these cups as stackers. They arrange it and make sure that it doesn't fall. So it's a very complex activity, and also for older children. You see what I did? Can you give me another one? Thank you. Thank you. So you see it's a very complex activity. And then after arranging it, we charge the child to carry it from one table to another, especially children who have problems with coordination, children who have problems with focus and attention, children who have problems with hand-eye activity. They can fall. But when they do this every time, but if they fall with this, it's plastic, it's not going to wound them or anybody. And then they can continue this activity from time to time until they begin to achieve stability. We can tell them to carry it and use it to walk on a straight line so that it will help them achieve coordination. You understand? Yes. So that is what I know you will fall. Leave those cups. Yeah, is too much for my life. You're not going to arrange them somewhere. Okay, so we have what we call, this is another turkey duster. This one is the same thing. Then we have the chopsticks. We have chopsticks to pick things from one to the other. All of these materials we are going to train you with. You are going to use. This one is practical life tool for them to press and bring out. These are all practical life materials, and these are tools. We call all of these ones tools. We teach them to use this, we teach them to use this, we teach them to use this to pick things. These are tools. We even have more toolboxes. These are threads for threading. This is for tailoring. This is for tailoring. They have the measuring, they have scissors, a lot of materials. Be careful. We also have a lot of tailoring things to use. Then we have egg cutter. The air cutter is also here. They use it too. What else do we have? We have different trays for different activities. This one is broken. Then we have different cups too for different activities. Hope you understand. And we have this one for the dining table.
Salt.
Salt bowl. Can you give me? No, those ones. Yes. We have the salt. We have the liquids. We have the lighter. We have this, and then we have the small people. We have it there. So I'm going to fix the case for it. Can you help me move that thing back? Oh, just leave them. Leave them. Move. Change the position of that tray. Yes, and then we'll put that one at the end there. Thank you. Yes, we have these two. We also use this for transfer. But we have it. So I think that's practically all. It's just all that is left are repetitive materials, and we can decide to change the bowl to whichever design we want to change it to. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we use this as the sanctuary. We use it as the sanctuary. I don't know why Mr. Lighter decided to use Gary. When you are done, you help me throw this Gary away, because I don't use Gary. I use Semovita. Semovita is smoother and faster. So thank you. Good morning. Did you learn something?
Yes.
Okay. And then we have the brush for sweeping. We have Play-Doh. We have the brush for sweeping. We have this brush too. We have small dustbin. We have the small mop stick, which we call cleaning sets. We have the cleaning sets. We have them too. They are very, very available. Wow.
Should we stop? Where is stop?
Wow, come and sit down and come and tell me what you learned. What did you learn from this practical life shelf? What did you learn from the practical life shelf? People are not talking.
I learned that we start our arts from the simple to the complex to build the confidence in the child. And when it's getting complex.
Can you help me turn that big fan here? Hola?
From all the equipment from left to right.
Yes.
And they are real objects.
They are real objects, yes. It's like this way I want to finish. Nothing. Mr. Light, are you printing? Nothing is on. Apart from the Oxfam.
Okay.
Okay. So, what did you learn? It's only two people that are talking. What are the others learned? Yes.
I observed that the higher we go, the tougher it becomes.
Yes, the higher we go, the tougher it becomes. That is how it should be. That's why we said you should go from simple to complex and then to abstract. To something the children can even do on that shelf that you don't even have in mind, because it teaches them to think out. No, they did not. You can give them. They did not. He signed the attendance. So you understand that that it goes from simple to complex. Mhm. Any other question? Yes, yes.
How to ask?
Mm.
In Montessori, is it that you cannot introduce whatever we like to the children? They must start from the sensory material, then like as it's arranged like this.
You are talking about curriculum now.
Yes.
You are talking about curriculum. Whatever your curriculum says, there's no topic in your curriculum that the materials are not here. Do you understand? But if you are using the Montessori curriculum, like I have a Montessori curriculum, a blended Montessori curriculum, Nigerian and Montessori, that people are using in schools, you have to go according to the topics in the curriculum. We are also intentional about the topic in the curriculum, and it is age relevant. Age 0 to 6, age 6 to 12, so 6 to 9, like that. So let's say you are using the curriculum of age 0 to 6 in language. They are going to start with you from the sandpaper letters. So if you follow the curriculum, it's what is on our shelf. You understand? And nobody says you cannot change it. You can change it if you observe that the child is below or above. Is either the child is below or above. If you are starting with age 3, and in the age 3 class we started with sandpaper letters, and the child has started reading. This 3-year-old has started reading. There are 3-year-olds that can read. This 3-year-old has started reading Queen Primer Book 1. You don't need to take the child back to sandpaper letters, because if the child does not understand how the letter is, the child cannot read it. You understand? So what you just do is to look for other materials and move on with the child. Go to the CVC words, the pink series. You saw the pink box there. There's a pink box there. Those are the CVC words, pink box, consonant vowels and consonants. Or go to the blue series, the 4-letter words. Or go to the green series, like that. You understand? So can we go to the final? Yes, yes. Yes, yes.
Is it, we're talking about teacher holding the child's hand.
It's wrong. 100% wrong. Even if there is 101% safe, wrong. That same topic, I've not finished. The guide's role in the prepared environment. I've talked about the prepared environment. Yes, I did normalization. I've not done this. I've done key learning areas. So the 3 period lesson. And she took the music. She's in
Kichi.
7 pages. Yes. On the days or weekend.
Thursday. I have to go to the school. If I think we have to return it back to write.
7 pages.
7 pages of assignment. How old? She's 3 years.
It is you, Nigerian parents, that taught Nigerian schools how to treat you. There are some parents, if they don't give homework like that, they will go to the school and fight. Because Nigerian parents have a phobia with their children playing. Nigerian parents don't want their children to play. It's only play, you know how to do, not anything. So that's why they pack homework for them like that.
And the way you're also doing it, there's someone else that will enjoy that.
She actually told me that some parents complain that they don't finish the test, that they don't finish their group, that's why they decided to be giving them like that.
How come we this meeting? We should pick up.
The guide's role in the prepared environment. The guide's role in the prepared environment. Mr. Lighter, come and come this thing to me. The guide's role in the prepared environment. guide, who is called the guide in the Montessori method? Teacher. So Montessori actually calls you the Montessori guide, because your role and your duty there is to guide the child. The teacher or guide is not a central lecturer, but a dynamic part of the Montessori environment. Your roles are number one, design and prepare the physical space. So design and prepare the physical space. Now come. Every one of you come. You can take your books, but come. It's alright, come. I want to go and talk about that. Now you know that we are going to have a play area here. All this is going to be play area for children. But I've already said that some days it will be sunny, and we don't want to expose them to so much sun. Some days it will be raining. We intentionally prepare this place. We are preparing it. We are not done. This grasses are going to be there. That's one road. That's another road. The whole of this place is going to be. There's going to be grass. There's going to be these shelves here. Whatever activity the teacher, whoever is guiding them, decide to do with them here. Maybe they want to play dough, they want to paint, they want to color. They are just going to put their chairs here, face this place, and do it. And they can also still keep materials here. Now, there are going to be some specific pictures here. More pictures are going to come on the wall here to engage the children. There are going to be leaves here, flowers, natural flowers here, to give it the ambience of like a garden, an outdoor learning area. So that's why I told you, the teacher is to prepare and design the environment. It is your duty to prepare. So you cannot prepare and design if you don't know who and what you are doing. Okay, if it's not convenient, you can get a chair. I don't mind. Now, as you are the architect of the child's environment, it is your role and your responsibility to design what the environment looks like. However, in designing the environment, there are key things that you have to have in mind. How safe are the things you are preparing for the child to use? Whatever you are preparing, safety. Am I talking to somebody?
Yes, ma'am.
Whatever you are preparing, safety must be paramount. Safety must be paramount. No material you use should injure the child. Am I talking to somebody? No material you use should injure the child. You must always have eye for safety. Even if your teachers use it or design it or bring it out, it is your duty as the primary custodian of in that learning environment to look and say, no, this thing cannot stay here. Every edge, can you look at me?
Yes, ma'am.
Every edge must be padded. By the time we start bringing children here, every edge, anything that has an edge must be padded. Because if a child, a 3-year-old might just be like this. He can come in and boom. So every edge must be padded. That is part of safety. That is part of safety. The second one, introduce the child to the materials through precise individual lessons. It is your duty to introduce the child to the material. Look at the way I was introducing the materials to you. Do you notice the way I was introducing the material to you when we went to the practical life shelf? It is the same way you should introduce the materials to the children through precise individual lessons. So if today you are introducing them to the broad brown stairs, let them know that today you are going to introduce them to the broad brown stairs. You use the 3-period lesson. The first period, in the 3-period lesson, can I have one else? In what we call the 3-period lesson in Montessori, we have the first period as what? This is a tripod. The second period is show me tripod. Then the child points. This is tripod. And the third period is what is this? What is this? That's affirmation, evaluation. What is this? Then the child names it to you. You don't mention the name at that time. Third period, you don't mention the name. You just say, what is this? And the child tells you, this is a tripod. Did you get what I say? 3-period lesson. You don't understand, Bisola? Okay, the way you are looking. Now, the first period is, this is the first period. The second period is, what is this? No, the second period is, show me tripod. The second period is show me, and the third period is what is this? In every of your lesson that you do as a Mr. Lighton, it's like this studio lights. It's disturbing their eyes. The studio lights. Come and put it off. In every Montessori presentation you do, you must always use the 3-period lesson for the children. You must always use a 3-period lesson. Then we have observer. Constantly watch the children to understand their needs. Constantly watch the children to understand their needs, interests, and readiness. Constantly watch the children to understand their needs, interests, and readiness. This is your primary research tool. That's your primary research tool. Always watch the children, or constantly watch the children to understand their needs, interests, and readiness. A child can be in your class and have lost interest. The child is sitting there, but he's not there with you again. That's why I asked Bisola, do you understand? Because the expression on her face was looking like, what is she talking about? You understand? So you must always watch the face. If I want to know if a teacher is not teaching, if a teacher is in the class, when I was in schools, I don't ask the teacher any question. I look at the students. Once I look at your students, I know there's a problem with what you are teaching. If I don't get it looking at them, I ask questions. I can just pick random people and ask questions about that thing you are teaching. Most of the time, I'm 95% right. They don't understand. But for one reason or the other, maybe they're afraid of the teacher, maybe she doesn't allow them to talk much. They can't say it, but they are lost. And you are teaching, believing that you have done the needful, but learning did not take place. The power to teach is with you. The willingness to learn is with the child. You can't force anybody to learn under you. No matter how fierce, how this, open your eye, close your eye, beat them. If they will not learn, they will not learn. So, and they must learn. They must do what? Yes. Do you know why they should learn? It is through learning that behavior will be changed. One of the key reasons why education is important is for behavior modification. Most of us are behaving the way we are behaving here today because we have been educated. Go and bring somebody that is not educated your age. You would have been hearing different complaints. That's why Dr. Maria Montessori said education brings peace. When you are educated, you'll be peaceful. when you are educated. I am not talking about when you are taught math and English. Math and English is just an aspect of education. When you have holistic education, holistic, total education, your growth, your emotion, your feeding, your reading, your understanding, your cognition, your emotional, your sensory, all those areas are taken care of. You'll be peaceful. When you're not supposed to ask questions, you will not ask questions. When you're supposed to keep your mouth shut, you keep it shut. When you're not supposed they are done. Okay, they want to see me. Please, can I take a break? Please, the lecturers want to see me, please.